Do a 3, 2, 1 and start.
3.
Wait.
Welcome again to the Trae and Trae Talk Knicks show. And today we're going to be talking about some of our draft prospects because that's coming up in 2 weeks. We're like super excited to see who we pick. I want to talk a little bit about Trae Young.
Yeah, Trae Young, as she said, draft 21st of this month. We're shooting this on the 6th, so we're getting really close, 15 days away. Trae Young's a really intriguing prospect. This week, he worked out with the Knicks and he had a dinner, and apparently the dinner went pretty well, but they did let him know he's probably going, we think he's going ahead of 9, so we did make a note that, like, you know, we really like you, but we probably think you're going to be off the board by the time we pick.
And he did say that he wanted to work out with the Knicks. It wasn't that he was necessarily just asked to, but this was a team that he wanted to work out with.
Yeah.
I think, like, some of his...
In fact, actually, let's check out some of his interview.
Okay. Just the history. The tremendous history, the tremendous fan base, everything about New York. This is the mecca of basketball. So I just love how much of a basketball city this is. So the thought of coming here would be pretty cool.
I think that he's a great shooter, a great passer. We have to remember he's only 6'2", so that may be a bit of a hindrance with him defending against the other team.
Yeah, so the big question about him is fit, right? It's that we spoke about, you know, maybe the defensive limitations or his offensive superlatives earlier, but how does he fit with this current team? And there's this worry that with us drafting Frank last year and us trading for Moutier, trading Doug McDermott, Dougie McBuckets.
Yeah, are we telling Frank that, you know, you can't be our point guard and we don't want you because we're bringing in so many other point guards?
We have point guards.
We have Frank. We have Frank already, and it's almost like if we bring Trae Young in, then we're kind of saying to Frank, well, hey, you're not really cutting it, so we're bringing this guy in. But at the same time, we also have a lot of positionless basketball that's happening where we have players that are not necessarily playing one position. They're able to play multiple positions, and in that aspect we think that Trae and Frank could actually play off each other and play together and have a sort of yin-yang.
It could be a yin-yang, offensive, defense. I know Trae's a big offensive player, Frank's a super defensive player. That can work pretty well. So, you know, we'll see. Frank played a lot of shooting guard after we made that trade. So the last 2 months of the season, Frank was really playing shooting guard, and he had some pretty good performances, but deep down I feel as if you're limiting what he could really be if you have him a shooting guard as opposed to running the offense. So we'll see. What do the Knicks do? What we always do, we never develop players. We draft some guy, give him a couple years, and trade him away for someone else.
Not even a couple years, like a year. So many good players. We watch all these games and we see all of these players that used to play for the Knicks and now they're playing in some other great team and they're doing really well because they had an opportunity to develop and to learn to play with that team.
Yeah.
That's one of the big things I think with the Knicks. We're under so much scrutiny being the mecca of basketball and being in this big city. Every single player is like under the magnifying glass.
New York Knicks fans were at the Barclays Center booing because we recognize that we have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived by Phil Jackson and the New York Knicks. That is the situation. That is what is going on, and that is why I stand here on my vacation, blissfully happy until tonight when this happened. Ruined everything. Just ruined.
And it's like if you're not playing well in the first year, then it's like, okay, next. And again, like you said, we don't give that player a chance to develop and to develop with the team.
If Trae Young is a draft pick, believe me, we're all going to be excited. This kid can shoot lights out. He's going to bring fire to the garden.
It will be exciting.
It'll be exciting. Sure. We're going to love him.
But without Trae Young, t-shirts.
Well, maybe. Yes. I'm a Frank. We're Frank loyalists, so but we'll see. But my thing is, I think we knew when we got Frank that he was going to take some time. So give him that time.
And also with KP, I think, well, we didn't know initially, but I think with KP...
We didn't think he'd be that good.
No, but I think we also would like give him time to develop.
So for us,
these kids are young.
These kids are young. Frank is younger than half of the first round this year and who drafted last year. Frank is 19. Give
And
this
from
kid a chance to
France.
grow. And from France, and all this extra stuff
Yeah.
that he went through a lot last year. So, all right, guys. So we'll be back soon. Before we leave, though, definitely leave us a comment and subscribe if you want to have some more content. We want to give a shout out to everyone who checked out the first show, especially
Boogeyman Ultra Sphinx
Name of the Year, man. He was dope. He asked us a really cool question about Kevin Knox
with the small cows.
and Lonnie Walker with the crazy hair. We are going to let you know more what we think about these prospects next week. We have a pre-draft show coming up. But for now, that's it. Terry and Trae Knicks show. We're out.